Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Go Buff Yourself City of the Crimson Tower. We had a session off. Oh no, I'm hearing my voice from Twitch and it's awful. We had a session off, so we have been off for a month. So I don't know about y'all, but I am so excited to be back. And I am once again joined by 5 incredibly talented performers, storytellers, friends, and all around wonderful human beings. Since it's been a little while, let's go around and say hi to everybody. First, playing Hawthorne, we have Sally Quinn.
Hey, you guys, how's it going? Happy Revenge of the 6th.
Gloria is played by Anna Margaret.
Hello! I'm so excited we get to play tonight. It's going to be so much fun.
Brawk, our cynic, played by Lauren.
It's time. It's time. Hi, guys. So
Nyne is played by Mav.
Hello.
And, and Karina is played by Matty!
Hi! Ethan has a tendency to forget me, and I really should just, poke him every time.
Look. Shut up.
Look.
take a Benny.
Fine, you start with 4 bennies this session. I'm so sorry.
Oh, nice. Okay,
hey, that's just more for you to give me. So, before we jump into episode 23 of this campaign, y'all, we've been trucking here. Few things, just a few general announcements. First of all, this, as well as most actual play streams here on Thousand Faces or Go Buff Yourself, is rated 18+ for language, legal drinking or smoking activities, and definitely for horror content in this one. You can listen to past episodes of this, The Wild Beyond, Mothership, and our upcoming project Lords of Sin, with a few character teasers already there, on our podcast Go Buff Yourself. You can find that anywhere that you listen to podcasts. And we take this actual play version and we cut out the parts where we're looking for our dice. And we add even better music and sound effects. So if you like narrative plays and really want to feel immersed in those past episodes, please check that out. Those are my main announcements for the introduction section. Thank you to everyone who is currently here live with us, either on Twitch or YouTube. We've got some first-time chatters in here. Hope you're ready. If you feel like you're a little lost, you can always start with episode 1 on Go Buff Yourself, and you can catch up pretty quick. But I think those are my announcements. I'm out of breath, but ready to run that intro video for Chapter 23 of City of the Crimson Tower. The soft sound of snoring from Nyne, Brawk, and a little bit of snoring from Ira. Sound of rain and thunder from outside, and a little bit of water that is dripping into this dilapidated building where the 5 of you have taken shelter to rest after your ordeal on that strange train. And there came a knock at your door, or at the door. And when Karina, with Hawthorne shortly behind, went to open the door, there was a figure, partially concealed by a tilted umbrella, but when she lifted it, familiar sharp face, pale skin, red lips, black hair. Good afternoon. May I come in?
Without answering, Karina's going to close the door. And then turn to Hawthorne. What do we do?
I'm not thinking that closing the door on her was a good idea. I'm thinking... Whoa, you're right there.
Hawthorne. Okay. She'll open the door again. Sorry about that. Come in.
When you open the door and look at her again, the expression on her face is irritated. But when you then invite her in, thank you. She steps inside, and before closing the door, she closes her umbrella and she shakes it outside. And then she leans it near the front door and steps inside and looks around. Where are your friends?
I'm right here. Hi.
Hawthorne, a pleasure to see you again. It is not you to whom I am referring. Nyne and Brawk, I do believe I heard Gloria.
They are busy, so to say.
Indeed.
Karina's gonna place herself between Strahd and the door. Like the door to the bedroom where Gloria is.
Okay.
Just so she's always between the two of them. I assume you're here for a reason.
I was in the area. I wished to see how you found that train. I've yet to ever ride it myself, but I have heard that it is quite the experience.
It was most interesting. Especially
You want a
marionette.
donut? And Hawthorne pulls out a donut and holds it in front of her.
She takes it. And so I see that you have met Morgan. Hmm? Is that
Great smile.
where
Morgan has just the best smile.
It is distinctive. Is that where your friends are?
I would have assumed you would know that by now. You seem to know everything else.
I am not omniscient, merely observant. Are they in there? And she points towards the door to the bedroom, where Gloria still is, and Ira, Brawk, and Nyne are sleeping.
Hawthorne's gonna pull the flask or the bottle out of his jacket, and where are my manners? And he's gonna, would you like a drink? And he's gonna offer her a drink, trying to distract her from her question.
Oh, yes, please. Do you have a glass?
I bet there's some in the kitchen area. We should go and maneuver. I bet you there's some glasses that we can share a drink all together and sit down and talk about what you need out of us.
Allow me, I will go and find us a glass. She steps out of the entryway into one of the back rooms, and you hear the opening and shutting of cabinets, and then eventually clinking as she walks out, and she has 2 glasses stemmed that are draped between her fingers, and over her arm she has a small rag, dish towel, and she sets the 2 glasses down and hands you the towel. The glasses are a little dirty.
You want me to you want me to clean them? You want me to clean them? Okay. He's going to take the towel, and he's going to pour just a little bit of the alcohol in it, and then use the alcohol to clean the glasses and stare at her in the eyes, not breaking eye contact with her the whole time cleaning these glasses.
As you begin to clean and you are staring at her, she smiles. And she turns back to look to you again, Karina. If, hypothetically, your friends had eaten some of this, and they are in fact in there, I would be happy to help.
And what would you want from us?
Why would I want anything?
You don't strike me as the person that does anything without some benefits.
I am caretaker of this land and of its people. I do not. Morgan is a repulsive creature with repugnant practices. I have no love for the man. In fact, it would please me greatly to hear that while you were on the train, you dispatched of him.
Say we did. No. We actually were not aware of his practices until we were just about to step off the train.
I would have happily dispatched of him if I would have known. And he starts to put the glasses down and pours the alcohol. Now, if you were to help us, not saying that we need any help, if you were to help us, at what cost would that come?
You both are very untrusting. Have I given you any reason to think that I have been anything other than forthright with you every time we have spoken?
You see, words and actions are 2 very different things. And I can't help but to think we are just pawns in your little game right now.
Oh, well,
perhaps you speak the truth.
You are. Of course you are. But a queen still values her pawns.
Queen will always sacrifice her pawns to get the upper hand.
Fortunately for you, I see absolutely no benefit in your sacrifice. Perhaps it is wise that you ensure I maintain this perspective.
Hawthorne hands both Karina and Strahd their glasses with alcohol in them, and he is holding the bottle and takes a swig himself without cheersing them.
Do you play, Karina? Oh, Hawthorne. Oh, Gloria. And you hear the raised voice of Strahd.
Oh! Oh. Oh.
Do any of you play chess? I'm a fan
I
of
wish
the
I
game.
could remember. I have no idea. I don't even know who I was a week ago. I know the rules. I know of it. I'm sure I could play it if I sat down. Could be fun.
I'll inch toward. I'll like creak open the door of the bedroom, just to, like to peek to see if it's really who I think I heard.
And you see standing there in a black pencil dress, hair a little wet from the rain outside. The dress that Strahd is wearing, and it is indeed Strahd, bears her shoulders and her arms. When you saw her before, she was covered to the wrists, actually gloves included. Her arms and shoulders are thick with ropey muscle. And there are several prominent scars on her incredibly pale skin. And as you open the door, you watch her piercing eyes see you and then immediately look past you to the bed. Is that a no on my offer then?
Of chess?
Oh, I had offered to your friends, And she picks up a piece of the donut. I am aware of the situation and would be happy to help. It is a trivial thing. You need simply
I think
ask.
it's like there's a curse on them or something, some sort of magic.
You say this. Could you make me, actually all three of you, could you make me notice checks?
I got 16.
I got a 9.
Holy! Jeez! Okay, so 16.
6.
And I got a 9.
Damn. So we
6 here.
So we have 3 successes, and then we have a raise, and we have a triple raise. So, here's what I'm going to do. Wow. I'm going to let you 3 ask me 3 questions about Strahd. Or your
3 each? Or
in total, because of the triple raise. It could 3 questions. This can be about Strahd or your environment. But you can ask me 3 questions that you would be able to observe, as with notice, and I will answer. This can be.
Can we talk about this first?
Absolutely, and just so you know,
Okay, that's what I
because
wanted
we're
to.
familiar. A lot of us, I know D&D skills a little bit more. Notice it does include perception and insight. Both of those are kind of in one. So this can also be about her state of mind style thing. So I will give you 3 1 minute to come up with your first question.
Okay,
Okay,
Matty, you had
her-
thoughts, and so did you.
I want to ask her if she's like telling the truth, if how she's acting towards Morgan is truthful, and that she actually isn't like playing a game.
Well, he did talk about her clothing and her state and how she is dressed and everything, and so that does pertain somehow to this as well.
I feel Gloria's gut is that she wants to offer her comb and get a sense that when I asked the question or posed the hypothesis that they were under a spell or some sort of magic, I feel like from her face, maybe I could glean either a confirmation or that maybe there's something else.
It's definitely some kind of blood magic too. Sorry, what were you going to say, Ethan?
Nope, not yet.
No, are you sure? Okay.
So
It's definitely some kind of blood magic that's happening. But my main thing is kind of befriending her because she seems in such a state that's not her like uptight demeanor at the moment. Seems a little bit more off guard, less guarded than she usually is, but I don't know for sure.
I'll say Gloria's pretty desperate to help Nyne right now. And so I think she would definitely be in the mindset of like,
Which
we definitely need this help 100%. Even if there's strings, we need to do it.
That's why I want to like be able to tell
So-
if there's any strings attached.
We should maybe offer her something. I mean, can we go
Yeah,
back
I-
to
well,
the
I'm
train?
gonna
Can
offer
we
her a
go and
comb.
kill that guy that
All right.
she wants us to kill?
I need the
Okay.
first question.
Okay. Since I was speaking to Stradia at that moment, I think that immediately seeing her damp hair, I'm going to reach into my handbag and pull out a comb and say, you look stunning as always, but the rain is crazy right now. If you'd like, here's this. And then as a player, I'd like to ask, when I mentioned the spell or curse, did her face give me the impression that she was confirming my suspicions, that they were under a magic spell?
Okay. So, I'm going to answer your question first, and then we're going to go back into the world of you giving the brush. Yes. When you say that it is magic in some nature, she gets a small smile on the side of her face, and not only do you get the impression, not only does her reaction seem to confirm to you that it is magical in nature, you see on her face that she's impressed. And as you hold out the comb, oh, very kind of you. And she walks past you, pushes open the door where that leads to the bedroom where the three are sleeping. There is a small... She looks around for a second and she finds a stool. It's dusty, but there's a small stool. And she grabs it and sits down and looks at you.
The moment I looked at the donuts, I knew something was off, and I tried to convince people not to eat them. The person on the train laced them with blood and maybe something else. I'm worried.
You surprise me, and that is rare. Were you going to brush my hair?
Oh, yeah, of course. I'm like sort of distracted, but just like I've done for Karina so many times since coming here, my hands kind of move involuntarily. I'll comb out her waves, kind of using my hands to shape them into the waves that they were before they got wet, and I'll style her hair. And all the while, my anxiety, I'm feeling just so anxious for my friends. I find myself continuing to babble about Nyne, be like, I should have noticed something was off. But I didn't catch it right away. He carried me here. My wings don't do well in the water. The rain's quite terrible. And I'll just keep combing your hair.
You continue chattering out of nerves as much as anything. And Stradia, when you start brushing her hair, smiles again. The same smile she got when Hawthorne began cleaning the glasses. That was one question. You have two more.
Karina's going to follow them into the room and then take her seat in the chair that she had sat in before. And then she's going to put one hand in the pocket with her little jar, and she's going to start running it between her fingers.
With your triple raise notice, I'm going to carry this over. And you see Stradia clock that gesture. That tick. And she looks over to where your friends sleep. Did you have a second question?
when she was talking about Morgan the first time, and then also now when she's looking at the friends, does it look like she's planning something beyond just a gesture of goodwill?
This is a tough question to answer, and I'm going to use chess terminology again.
Okay.
A player may have an extremely long-term plan, but that doesn't mean that every move is for an immediate trade or alternative purpose. Sometimes the move simply is the move, and there's nothing ill about it, though it is still in furtherance of the long-term strategy. Strahdia's hawkish eyes strike you as those of someone who always has a long-term strategy.
Alrighty.
So Hawthorne will be following in Karina, but Hawthorne will take a seat at the end of the bed, staring at Strahdia. He'll then notice that she doesn't have a jacket on. Stand up, remove his jacket, and put it over her shoulders. And then he'll sit back down and stare at her. And while he stares at her, he goes, You look a little different. You're looking a little worn down, in my opinion. You seem like something you might need to get done, like a problem that maybe we can fix for you. Is this guy on this train a problem for you? Perhaps I can take care of this guy for you, and
she
you can
raises a finger
help us
to stop you mid-sentence. Because you noticed as you said that she looked worn down, her upper lip lifted in a snarl. I was slightly distracted from the last thing you said by the first thing you said. What did you say about me?
Oh, I just noticed you didn't have your jacket. You didn't look like you did earlier. I wanted to put a jacket on you and make you feel
I
a
believe
little
the
bit better.
phrase you used was worn down. Did I hear that correctly?
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, no, I would never say that to you.
I should sincerely hope not, Hawthorne.
No, ma'am. Mm-mm.
What else were you saying?
Well, it seems like this guy on the train is a bit of a problem for you. That perhaps he put a wrinkle in your plans a little, where you came to perhaps assist us with such a wrinkle that maybe he caused. So I was wondering, perhaps I can, if I go and take care of said person, perhaps you can help us with no strings.
I already offered you help with no strings.
Wait. You would be able to help them?
Easily.
My hand freezes. Oh.
I could do it
think
right now. I could have done it 5 minutes ago. If
I've
anyone...
had a
Moria, she took away our memories. She can do anything.
Well, I'm not confident I know how to do it at all. How to help them at all, Hawthorne. Oh, could you help them? I'll kind of move to, I know she's kneeling and I was standing behind her. I'll kind of scooch around, kneel in front of her. Would you be able to help them?
Of course. She stands up and walks over to where Brawk and Ira are sleeping on the bed. I believe, Nyne, you were asleep in the chair. No? Where was it?
I took Gloria's spot on the bed.
Okay.
She put me down there.
Got it. So the three of you are here, and she walks over. Hawthorne, choose one of your friends. And she turns to look at you. I am not unreasonable. I will allow you to choose yourself.
No, wait a second. You told us you were going to help us.
This
Having one friend come back
has nothing to do with helping them. I will help your friends. I offered out of the kindness of my heart, and I meant it. I need you to choose for the insult.
Hawthorne's sort of sitting there pouting. He's refusing to choose. What am I choosing for? Are you going to kill one of them?
No. This was a simple mistake. No need for such rash action, not when you are proving so entertaining already. Why would I break a new toy?
Then what am I choosing for? Tell me and I will choose.
Who shall pay the price?
Yeah, what's the price? I'll pay the price.
I am growing impatient.
Come here and take it from me.
You. Wonderful. She walks over to you very calmly and walks behind you. Do you do anything as she does?
Well, Hawthorne's not the brightest, so as like an unbright person, he just sort of watches. And literally is now looking at her behind.
As you start to like rotate your head to follow, she and just takes one finger, pushes it against your chin, and just pushes you to looking straight forward.
Okay, I have to break character a little. Matty is getting very excited here, Ethan. You need to calm yourself, okay? The finger and Matty, you calm down over there.
Yeah, Matty. The scapegoat. This person over here finds this really hot. Could you stop for their sake?
I can tell.
So she pushes you to looking forward and stands behind you. Karina and Gloria, you watch this happen. You hear this whole exchange. Are you doing anything in this moment?
Karina will stand up. And she will cross the small room.
As you start to move towards her, do not make this worse, Karina.
I don't intend to interrupt you. Not at all. I'm sure he did terrible things and deserves everything you're going to give him. I'm just crossing the room to Brawk, and she's going to come and sit by Brock's feet and put one hand on his ankle, while still watching her. Carry on.
Stradia leans behind you, Hawthorne. You can feel the heat of her breath on your ear and your neck. I am a patient woman, but my patience is not infinite. Do not insult me again. And she leans back, and in a very almost playful gesture, she snaps your hat off of your head and tucks it under her arm. I will consider this sufficient punishment for now.
Can I have my jacket back at least?
Your jacket?
I put it on her.
Oh, that's right. I forgot, yeah.
And now I'm half naked. I'm just kidding. I just don't have a jacket.
And she, when you actually say that, she smiles a little bit. And, of course, before I depart, I will return it to you. Now, as for your friends. She walks and stands over the bed. And she raises her hand, puts her thumb and middle finger together, about to make a snapping gesture. And then she pauses. And she cocks her head as she looks down at Ira. Leans down over the bed and brushes their hair out from in front of their face, behind their ear, as Ira sleeps peacefully, blissfully unaware.
Rena is going to move her hand from Brawk's ankle to Ira's ankle, while still keeping eye contact with Strahd.
She wets her lips slightly as she I did say no strings attached. That was foolish of me. Stands up, snaps her finger. Brawk, Nyne, and Ira, but Brawk and Nyne, you just had the most pleasant, beautiful, peaceful dream you can ever remember having. It was so realistic and vivid and joyous and bright. When your eyes open slightly blurry, the world is gray and drab and dreary, and rain drips in from a hole in the ceiling, and you see, standing over you, Strahd van Zarovich. Good morning. Gloria?
Morning.
Did I get the sense when I was watching her that when she snapped, it looked like she was casting a spell? Should I make a notice check?
Sure. I'll let you make either notice or occult here.
I'm going to go with occult. Nope, I'm going to go with notice. I'm better at that.
Okay.
$18.
Jeez! Y'all are rolling nutty tonight.
It exploded.
She's better at that.
It exploded.
Yeah, but y'all are rolling nuts. It has to have been magic to have broken whatever this was so quickly. There is just the tiniest little flash of a few motes of light around her fingers right before she snaps. But if you hadn't been looking so hard for it, you wouldn't have even noticed it. She makes the manipulation of magic seem effortless. Nyne.
Nyne, upon waking up and seeing Strahd technically over him, Nyne is going to let out that noise cats make when you're in their space of like, why are you near me? But it's just going to rumble really low, and he's just going to be staring at Strahd because he's on his back and he's in a compromising position and he can't get out of right away. Morning. If it is morning, don't really know time here.
Ira starts to roll into wakefulness as well.
Good morning. And words catch in his throat more than usual as he is very clearly trying to stifle the need to vomit as he pushes himself up, right, and swings his legs over as if to make himself feel a little less vulnerable
As Ira
below her.
As Ira is starting to wake, Strahd grabs the little stool that she had been sitting on, pulls it to the bedside, and takes Ira's hand as they start to wake. Karina?
Karina is going to move up the bed because she was sitting at the base of the bed holding Ira's ankle. And she's going to sit basically knee to knee with Strahd and put her hand possessively on Ira's other hand.
Could you please hold on one sec? Let me pull something up.
If y'all are gonna do this, can I get out of bed first? Because I'm still on the edge here.
Hawthorne's already started trying to drag Brawk out of the room because he can tell that Brawk isn't doing well in this room with these people.
I feel like I was kind of like kneeling, and then when you three wake up, I just like fall back on the ground, just like visibly relieved. And I feel like, you know, when you get super anxious and stressed, you just like start crying. Yeah, Gloria's just like sitting there crying on the floor, like,
Baby girl.
What is it? What's happening?
Strahd saved you all.
What?
What?
This situation that Strahd has put us all in has gotten us into this point, and she helped us.
No, it wasn't her. It was the donuts. It was the donuts.
Karina.
Oh, Gloria, you're so smart in your own ways.
Could you
And
please...
Thank you.
Karina, could you please make me a spirit check?
Oh, shit. Okay. Where is that?
I mean, yes, she is really smart with it.
I got a 9.
It's very good.
Wow, all our dice are exploding.
They really are. Strahd's eyes flash for a second. It looks just like a little bit of light coming into the room from the ceiling overhead, just reflected on her eyes like those of a cat. Just a... Karina, remove your hand and move back. Karina?
You.
Karina, you do.
Even with a 9?
It was opposed.
Jesus.
It's an opposed check.
Okay.
And she also exploded on her d6 and got a 5 on the second one.
So, yeah, she will move back.
You find yourself just... And you... What... Actually, quick pause. What were you about to say, Karina?
She was going to say, you said no strings attached. It's time for you to go.
And as you want to say that, you find yourself just scooting back on the bed and removing your hand from Ira. And you hear in your head, Karina, "Oh, there were no strings attached. But now, it looks like I have a hold of your strings. Which should I pull?
Don't hurt them. Do whatever you want to me. I don't give a shit. Let them go. I'll give you anything.
Are you saying this out loud, or are you
She did not say that out
responding
loud.
in your head?
She's saying this out loud.
Okay.
Because she's not familiar with speaking in her mind. She
Karina.
is saying this out loud.
Be silent.
Do I have to roll, or am I
No,
silent?
This lasts for almost a minute, 50 seconds, and it hasn't quite been that. She turns as your lips just do not separate, your tongue will not obey your commands. She turns and looks at Ira, who is now looking wide-eyed. I know you have had a scary experience, and I'm sorry for that. I did not wish that for you. And Ira just cannot bring words to her lips. And Stradia lifts the hand that she's holding and kisses Ira's knuckles and sets it back down on the bed and stands up. To answer your earlier question, Hawthorne, yes, I would be grateful if you were to dispense with Morgan, but not for the reasons you think. Not because he interferes with my plans, not because he got in my way. He harms children, and I find it for no reason other than his pastries. And I find that repellent.
I find that repellent too. I don't think the harming of children is a good attribute ever.
Then we are in agreement.
We sadly had a run-in with a child who was a monster earlier in a house. It was quite terrifying.
A tragic story. Well, I hope you all have a pleasant afternoon. Thank you for taking me in out of the rain. Oh, and Hawthorne takes off your coat, hands it over to you.
As I take it, I go, "You are looking quite lovely, ma'am." And I take the coat.
Good boy. Gloria, I believe you were going to say something. I could be wrong.
I'm distracted by taking Hawthorne's jacket.
As she starts to turn to go, you hear a from the opening, or the small little hole in the roof here, in the ceiling, and there is a raven there, and it makes a repeated whistle. Stradia snaps her head towards it, does a dismissive gesture with her hand, and about a second and a half later, there is a shadow that passes over that small hole in the ceiling very quickly, and when it passes, the raven is gone. Safe travels.
Thank you.
Karina just glares at her.
Grabs her umbrella, opens the door, opens it, steps outside, and begins to walk down the road.
Stealing my hat.
With your hat.
You did insult a lady.
Wait, you did what? Nyne picks Gloria up off the floor, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I was really worried you wouldn't wake up.
Wait, you were worried?
Yeah, you wouldn't wake up. You were magically asleep.
Oh.
It was because of the donut.
Oh.
Next time, before you eat something, even if I'm like dissociating, just like check with me first.
Oh,
I'll look
okay.
it over and make sure that, like, to the best of our knowledge, it won't put us in a comatose magical state.
You know, okay, no problem. I'll let you check for any foodborne illnesses that the food might have here that I might be allergic to, and like deep sleep or
Thank
something. Yeah, anything to make you feel better. You know, it's okay. I appreciate you worrying about me. What the fuck happened here?
You see Hawthorne's checking the pulse of Brawk, trying to see if Brock's okay.
What happened?
Karina.
Was anything went to sleep?
How does
Why don't you start? Because you all saw her first. And you didn't come get me.
we
What? We were trying
keep
to
it as
hope that you
small
would
as
guard
possible.
them.
Wait, we needed her help. They would still be asleep.
I still don't trust her, and I didn't want to bring her in when everyone was vulnerable until we knew that she wasn't just going to do something crazy.
Okay, you guys, let's catch everybody up. Okay, so she knocked at the door. We came to the door. There was a whole back and forth. We had some alcohol. It was a good time, you know. She came, she sat down, she got her hair brushed, got a coat. I think she was coming on to me a tad, you know. I'm just saying. But then she helped us. But yeah, that's all that happened.
I think it's important to note that while we were here, we went to sleep. We were taking shifts. And then when morning came, the three of you, Ira, Brawk, Nyne, something in the donut that you ate made it so you wouldn't wake up. I tried to look you over. It didn't look like it was food poisoning. I think I would be able to help you if it was just food poisoning. There was
Can't
something.
even enjoy the donut.
Okay, to be fair, the donut had blood in it.
Exactly. Multiple reasons not to enjoy it.
I'm fairly confident I could make a donut. If we gather some supplies, I can make a donut for you.
Well, she took my donut too. Oh.
Well, yeah.
You
You wouldn't eat it now.
I had other uses for it.
Anyway, I think that Strahd didn't like the man on the train that made the donuts.
Which is fair. Because fuck that guy.
Karina, I saw your hand.
How does Ira look right now?
Ira hasn't said anything as you all are kind of decompressing, and they are staring at the place on their hand where Strahd kissed. You said that. You said that you couldn't wake us, right?
We couldn't.
No.
And that Strahd is the one who woke us up.
Yeah, she did a little bit of magic. I was watching her closely. I had a hypothesis that maybe I could have dispelled the magic on you, but I wasn't sure. What's weird to me, though, is that she, like, moved her fingers, and then it was so quick. Honestly, it's kind of scary and frightening how simple it was for her to just instantaneously remove the magic on all three of you.
Karina, because you were looking at Ira specifically, as Gloria explains this, Ira's still in their own head. Make me a notice check. If you get just a success, you'll notice you'll only get what you see on the exterior. As you get extra raises, you may get more.
I got a 5, but I am going to spend a penny to try to
okay.
get a little bit better. Okay, I still got a 5. I'm going to stick to the 5, apparently.
A 5?
As you do this, Karina is going to go and sit in the stool that Strahd had been sitting in, and she's just going to be watching Ira carefully, but also with a look of concern on her face.
The stool is cold as you sit on it. And Ira, after saying what they said, asking, Strahd woke us up? Looking at their fingers where she kissed them, Ira's forehead crinkles in confusion. And you can see that there are gears turning behind their eyes, but with just a flat success, you can't quite tell what, but they look a little confused by this information.
Brawk, are you okay? Brawk?
But I really want to throw up, and every time I open my mouth, because we're puppets.
Yes, we are, buddy. I know.
But I'm
Just
fine.
because. Yeah.
I guess it's fine. It's fine. It can be. What the fuck? Ira. Sure.
What? And they kind of snap out of their reverie.
The way that she was with you, it's terrifying.
She was kind?
Nah, that wasn't kind.
Exactly.
It was too kind.
But what it means is that she sees something different in you. And that possession.
The people of Bridgewater, they say that she has an affinity for redheads. Women, especially.
Ira. Have you ever had it that you could not control your own body? When she told you to do something, you could not deny it.
I don't think so. Not that I know of. That's terrifying, though.
Yeah, it's worse to be in it.
What do you mean?
I tried to get between her and you. When you were waking and she told me to back off, and I could not even... I was saying things and I couldn't even speak. I was holding onto your hand, and then suddenly I wasn't. And I was pushed back, and I wasn't in control of my own body. I don't know what she is, but I know that power is ungodly.
Yes. Yes. She is far beyond us. That's why everything always feels so hopeless. Thank you for trying. You didn't have to do that. You shouldn't do that, Karina. You can't do that. You have to see that now.
I made a promise.
If she...
Ira. I do not have much to stand by but my word. And I gave your brother my word that I would protect you. And I'm not going to stop just because I'm scared.
That's very brave of you. I fear it's very stupid too. Just like my brother who asked you to do it. If she wants something, she's going to take it.
And I'll do anything I can to prevent that. Apparently not much, but I'll try.
Mark believed that if I got to the Lucky Hills, it would be far enough away. And that she would lose interest, wouldn't pursue me so far from the tower. That I was simply a convenient interest. So maybe there's still hope if we get there. Nyne, I saw your hand.
Okay. So we're supposed. Look, my brain don't work too good. I'm trying to relocate all this information. I'm trying to get you to Lucky Hill so she doesn't chase you. But in reality, like what we're dealing with right now, what's so special about Lucky Hills if this is her entire playground where she can just poof, pop, poof wherever she wants to at any point in time?
You watch the battering ram of your logic impact the walls of Ira's desperate hope and crack them. And they just pull their knees into their chest and rap. I have to believe it. Mark believed it. And even if it's not true, I've just got to let her take me without a fight.
I said the wrong thing.
No, it's not the wrong thing. Just the inconvenient thing. You're probably
Nyne has a
right.
point.
But what else can I do? Just go to her now?
You can just keep fighting.
I don't think you need to go to her now. I think that
Maybe it's not that bad.
I think what happened today is something to be thankful for. You three are awake. We got her help with no strings attached.
You did?
That's what she said. And
Let's hope it's true.
She prides herself on her honesty.
I think so too. I think she does pride herself on her honesty. I think that there's a lot to be thankful for.
I just want to say that someone can cause a problem that they also fix to try and make you feel comfortable in such a situation. So perhaps we shouldn't be thankful and just say that we should just stay away from her as much as possible. I mean, the possessiveness
a lot of
she
problems.
has for Ira.
I mean, that's bad. But it didn't seem to me like she's the one that caused them to fall asleep.
You know, she caused us to be here in this moment, right now. Right now. She caused us to have the moment where we lost our memories when we got here. So we had to get on a train. She caused us to have to take Ira because she likes the redheads. I'm just saying, she caused a lot for us to be in this spot right here. I don't trust her and I never will.
Ira stands up and runs out of the room.
Hawthorne.
Karina will follow immediately.
Hawthorne, that's a lot of logical leaps. There's definitely some logical fallacies in claiming that just because she was the one that brought us here, that we lost our free will in all of the other decisions that we've made leading up to this point. I'm not going to deny that or force to say that you need to interact with her more or that you do have to like her. I just don't think it's really reasonable. Anyway, hold on. We got to put a pin in this. Iris seems really upset. So, we can talk about this more later. I'll follow too.
Karina, you were the first to chase after. And Ira doesn't run far. They don't run out of they actually do open the front door and just step out into the rain on the front stoop here and just stand there face up towards the weeping clouds as the rain hits against their face. I told you I didn't want to be about that.
Ira, you're not a burden.
It's not
We
what
would
I
be-
just had.
What you heard is somebody's frustration. Somebody who has not slept for way too long.
No, but Hawthorne's right. I put you all in this danger.
No, you didn't. Ira, we came from different worlds. Much like you did at the beginning, we were dragged in here to be the pawns in a game. And you are a happenstance of that. You are also a pawn. You're not a burden. You are one of us. And I will fight for you no matter what. You need to believe that. Because it's all I've got. Literally all I have since I walked into this world is that promise I made to Mark.
Ira hears your voice break and turns and looks at you and comes in to hug you.
She's just gonna clutch onto Ira.
And they just cry for a second in your arms. I'm sorry, Karina.
Don't be sorry. You deserve to be safe. You, out of all of us, deserve to be safe more. You deserve comfort, Ira. And I'm gonna do what I can to save you. To protect you.
They, after a few more seconds in your arms, you feel a heavy heave of the shoulders, and they push back a little bit. Oh, this is embarrassing. First I'm asleep on the bed when she gets here like some kind of helpless maiden. Now here I am crying my eyes out just because someone said something mean.
Ira, if you weren't crying right now, I'd be concerned.
I'm really scared, Karina.
Yeah. Me too.
Well, at least the tears blend in with all the rain, so that's fine. Wipes their face a little bit.
Karina will pull out her handkerchief and hand it to Ira.
And they step back inside with you and start to dry off a little bit. This interaction took about 2 minutes, maybe 3. What were the rest of you inside doing? So we cut back just to the moment that Karina has run out after Ira, leaving the 4 of you in here.
Hawthorne stumbles back into the chair and collapses and falls asleep.
Brawk is going to go over and pull a cover from the top of the bed that he was in and put it on Hawthorne, rubbing his hands on the top of his thighs as he turns around and fixes his jacket, or puts on his jacket, rather. Looks at Nyne. I still don't understand what happened.
To be honest, I think I know what could have happened. Angel, of course, you know, she's the brains. We found, remember we were on that stagecoach, or that, you know, that train car with all the sleeping people and everything?
Oh.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
They must have eaten them as well.
They must have eaten the donuts, and that's why they were stuck in sleep.
Like I told
I
you
was like
before.
walking towards the door after like trying to have this logical discussion with Hawthorne. Hear this, turn back around. Oh my gosh, Nyne, you're right.
But this is Nyne.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sometimes, like I told you, sometimes my brain don't work, but sometimes it does, and I remember things. So, yeah.
Do you remember your dream? It was the and he comes a little closer. It was the best thing about this place. And he looks to Gloria, kind of ashamed of himself to have said so. What was yours?
Yeah, it was. When you mentioned his dream, what you just saw is his whole face changes. Yeah, it was beautiful, calm and a happy.
Yeah.
I wonder though if it would stay that way. It looked like many of the people on the train were having night terrors.
Ooh. Do you think it was because there were things on the train that could give them night terrors?
Those monsters. Remember?
It's instead of the donuts themselves. It doesn't matter. And he throws his hands in the air and starts to hush himself as he realizes Hawthorne is sleeping. It doesn't matter.
Well, I know it's selfish, but I'm really happy you two are awake. Well, you 3. Ira too.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Hell of a way to wake up, though. Looks over
Sorry.
to Nyne nervously.
Yeah. She terrifies me. Going to be 100% honest with you. There's something about her. There's so much power. Not
It's
even
not
just
right.
It's not even physically, like physical power either. It's just her presence is just there.
Authoritarian.
Yeah.
It is a little jarring too that she was, I guess, following us enough to know where we were and what was wrong. or that we would need help.
She knows everything about this place. Everything that happens here. It feels like it.
I don't know if it's possible for her to know everything that happens here. It's a lot of data input, you know? I think she probably is just looking for, like, the key things.
I don't know. Until today, I didn't think a donut could fucking lay me out and also give me good dreams. I don't. There's a lot going on. I just don't understand, and I don't want to underestimate her, because if we do, I don't know what could happen.
I don't have clear memories of where we were before, but
Me either.
when I went in the mist, I saw a memory, or maybe a possibility of what was before, and so I guess we don't have all the information, and I think it's normal to be scared. But I also don't think we should maybe antagonize the person we're scared of. Maybe just trying to be polite could help. I don't know.
Who the fuck was antagonizing her?
And in that moment, you hear Hawthorne go, donuts.
Wow.
Oh, you fucking shitting me.
I would have been maybe a little bit offended as well if somebody told me I was looking haggard or worn down.
I'd rip their face off.
No, I think she just ripped his hat off and took it.
Oh, yeah. What you would do. Got it.
And at about this point, Karina and Ira, you hear as they walk back inside, the front door shutting out in the entryway. And let's take a quick break so people can go to the bathroom, refill drinks and everything like that. Just about 7 to 10 minutes, folks. So about 15 after or so, we will be back to conclude this chapter of City of the Crimson Tower. Don't go anywhere. See you soon. We are back. We just left off with Karina and Ira returning inside after their quick conversation. And there was this conversation happening in the bedroom area here as well. Now, I want to remind you all that you came in here to get some sleep because you didn't sleep on the train. And you all only got about 3 or 4 hours of sleep before this knock came on the door. Karina?
Should I roll something considering it's on to my
we're
second day without sleeping?
If you don't sleep here tonight, yes.
Okay.
They do have rules for that in Savage Worlds, but if you do sleep, then we're good.
Great.
So, you all are back inside again. Ira is finished wiping their face and gives you a little nod and a little timidly steps back into the bedroom like one who knows that they just made a scene, and then returning to said scene, just kind of steps in and quietly sits on the bed, doesn't say anything.
Karina will follow right behind Ira and just kind of cross her arms, take in the room, see that Hawthorne is very much asleep, and then probably sit herself back on that stool that she was sitting in before.
So what comes next?
Well, we still got a job to do. That's the Valaki Hills.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Ira,
Good night.
we got your back. Okay? You one of us. Just note that, as long as I got my 2 mitts here, ain't nothing getting to you. Okay?
I believe that. I'm not sure what I did or what Mark did to get me so lucky as to have friends like you all. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Now I would like to take a nap. I'm gonna go get a smoke real quick, and then I'm gonna go back to sleep because I was having a good dream, and I hope I can have it again. But
Are
there's a little nicotine in myself, huh?
Are we sure that we should go back to sleep? I mean, Stratia woke us up, but that doesn't mean it can't happen again. What if the 3 of us go back to sleep and we can't wake up again? And we're back where we started?
She seemed pretty certain. Stradia, that is. Sounds like she's dealt with this before.
Okay. Alright. I suppose if there's any chance of having that dream again, that was the best I've slept in a long time.
Yeah.
A real shame. True. Same.
Gloria.
There's a lingering fear in the back of my mind.
Why would that be the case in this game?
Nyne, before you go back to sleep, can I just I don't know, look you over, make sure everything looks good? Can I just I want to try to fly up a little bit so I can look in his eyes and just peek. I just give a once over. Can I try to make an occult roll? Does it feel like the magic I was sensing earlier is totally gone?
You could make me an occult roll or a healing roll here, depending on what type of information you're trying to get.
That's an occult roll of 6.
6? So, you kind of just think about what you know about this type of thing. They should be okay to go back to sleep. Probably. As far as you've never dealt with this specific situation, but based off of what you saw in Stradia's capacity with magic, it would stand to reason for you that they should be able to go to sleep and wake normally again. It's not 100%, but that's what your gut and your knowledge is telling you.
I think that sleep would help us all.
Question, Gloria, what color are your eyes again?
They're green.
Green? Okay. Nyne locks eyes with Gloria. Everything good, Angel?
I think so. Yeah,
Okay.
I think so. I think you should get some sleep.
Do I look run down and haggard too? Is that what you're telling me?
No. No, you look like somebody that we woke from a great dream that
Okay.
that didn't sleep at all the night before. And sleep is needed for your body to function properly, and you look great, but you should probably sleep.
All right. Okay. But I'm gonna go out and smoke real quick first, because this was the kind of nerve-wracking experience, waking up to like the person we got beef with over top of me. So I'm gonna go outside real quick and get one real fast.
Karina will join you.
All right.
As
If you don't mind.
More than merry. Come on.
as Nyne and Karina step out, Ira starts to settle onto the bed again and looks at you, Gloria. Are you sure that's safe?
When I looked you over before, it appeared to me that there wasn't a physical ailment like you'd expect from food poisoning, but rather something magical, that was trapping you in sleep. And so if it was something like a concussion, I would be more cautious about you going back to sleep. But since it's something magical, and I think the magic's been lifted, I can't think of a reason why you should stay awake.
Right. Okay. And they lay back down, and you watch that sleep does not come easily. They toss and turn, stare at the ceiling, having a little struggle. Hawthorne, you're already asleep, so that means that Gloria and Brawk, you are the two left here in this room, in this moment, not sleeping or trying to sleep.
I think Brawk, at this point, doesn't want to go back to sleep. Doesn't really feel safe in this environment. So he is going to nestle up, sitting upright, on the floor, leaned against the foot of Ira's bed, aimed towards the door, with his gun in his hand. And he's going to keep watch.
And Gloria, what would you be doing?
I'm gonna go to sleep.
Okay. Cool.
But I'm gonna wait till everybody else is asleep. And also, I'll probably wait 5 minutes, and then I'll try to wake up Nyne after he's asleep. And then if he wakes up successfully, then I'll say, okay, go back to sleep. And then I'll go to sleep.
You shake Nyne.
5 minutes later.
And he wakes up?
Oh, I just had to check.
Oh, wait,
I'm
hold
so
on.
sorry.
Nyne was going outside. Nyne was
Well,
going
after,
outside.
that's why I'm waiting till after.
Oh,
Wait
okay,
till
my
after.
bad. Cool.
I'll
I
French
had
braid
this,
my
I
hair.
had this backwards.
I'll French braid Karina's hair. I'm waiting. Once Nyne goes to sleep.
Whatever I have to do. So we see as Gloria, you kind of settle down to wait for Nyne and Karina to come back inside. We hear Hawthorne snoring, and we just hear the as the water has gathered into this small little puddle in this room, and Brawk just sits on the floor, gun in hand.
Brawk, we could take shifts too.
If you want to, I'm afraid to go to sleep.
I think that that's rational. I think it'd be silly if you weren't scared at all. I'm kind of scared for you to go back to sleep. But I think that doing something while scared is what makes someone brave.
Okay. Oh. And he puts both hands over his gun and he looks up at you. I do a lot of things scared.
Yeah.
Does that mean I'm already brave?
I think so, because you could let the fear stop you from doing it, and you're scared and you do it anyway. That's bravery.
I don't think I've ever felt brave. Thank you for this.
I do think that sleep might help, just in general, but if it would make you feel more comfortable, maybe you could go to sleep while I'm here. I was planning to let Nyne fall asleep and then wake him up in like 5 minutes just to make sure he wakes up. I can do the same thing for you. If
That
you
would
go
be
to sleep,
perfect.
I'll wake you up in like 5 minutes, and then if you wake up, you can go back to sleep.
That would be a fantastic experiment.
Love this. Why don't you try to go to sleep?
Make me feel better. Yeah. Okay. He's going to post up in the bed that's closest to where Hawthorne is sit in the chair. Gonna take one more look at Hawthorne to see that he's all right, and then okay, just gonna pull the cover up, hands over the edge. Just wake me up when. Don't forget, okay?
I will not forget. I'm right here.
Hey, Lauren, could you please take the dog chew?
Oh,
The
the dog
editor in me is going to despise that later when I have to
I'm
deal
so
with that on
sorry.
podcast.
Got it.
Thank you. Oh, my ears. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, my love. Please continue. So, you start to snuggle into sleep, and Gloria, you wait until Brawk's breathing changes and slows. And then you go to wake him?
Yes.
He wakes up. Brawk, you feel Gloria shake you.
Why was there a dice roll? Can I ask that question? Why was there a dice roll?
You're asleep.
So, that's great. Brawk, you woke up.
Okay. So now you can just tell Nyne.
I might still wake him up. Maybe I should wake Ira too. 3 data points is better. You can't draw a line through just
I am
1
still
point or
weak.
2. Oh, Ira, you have to fall asleep so I can wake you
trying.
up. Okay.
Just wake me up when you're ready to have someone really to watch.
Oh, yes. Okay. Yes, I will. I'll tap you in.
Good night again, actually.
Good
For
night
real.
again. I'll kind of like pat you and pull up the dusty covers, try to shake him out a little.
Ira kind of snuggles up next to you a little bit, Brawk. You are on one relatively small bed, so just kind of has like just a little bit of body contact.
He's gonna breathe through it.
And we cut outside as Karina and Nyne step out of the front door.
So, Karina, do you want one of these, or you want to do your old usual?
Karina is going to pull out the cigarello case that she had first opened up when we were in the car, and she's going to pull out the single cigarette that was in there, place it between her lips, and light it up.
Oh no, you can use my lighter. And I just lights it before you do. So, How's your neck?
My neck?
Yeah, your neck. You got a giant gash in it from the skull thing that bit into you.
She'll just reach up and, like, scratch the wound a little bit.
Look, I know I give you shit a lot and whatnot, but I only do it because I know you're capable, what you truly are capable of, okay? I do feel safe with you. I know you got my back in any form of matter if I need to. Are you a little hot-headed? Yeah. So am I. But are you good right now? I only ask because I sense something in you that I'm pretty familiar with. If you need to talk about it or go through it or something like that, you can talk to me.
I appreciate that, Nyne. But I am so far from good right now.
I'm not the best with words. I'm more of a reactionary, emotional, exposed nerve type of person, or cat man, or whatever the fuck I am in this realm of things. I got your back. Okay? But the next time that you are in a type of situation where you are going hand to hand and fisticuffs and you got a weapon, swing from your hips. Don't go wildly with your arm. If you swing with your hips, you get more power.
I
Take a Benny.
honestly, I appreciate it, Nyne. I do. I think I'll leave the fighting to you and Hawthorne, though.
Well, look, I would appreciate if everybody know how to at least throw a good punch. In case, I know everybody else uses guns and, whatever powers that they got and everything, but, everyone's got a plan until they get hit in the mouth, okay? That's what happens. But the train was weird. The dioramas and shit. Yeah, I learned that word. I don't know where it's from, but I learned that. Diorama. If that was what you did and who you were beforehand, I mean, you look cool. I like that little thing that, Stradia and them made. Or I guess she made it. I don't know. The fucking train's magic. I don't really understand magic that well. I'm still learning. Takes a big drag.
I don't even care to learn to throw a punch right now. I don't know how long we've been here, but I am so exhausted. And I'm glad you still have fight in you, because I don't think I do. And I don't know what that puppet show was. I don't know what Stradia was playing at, but I watched myself get torn in half, and I thought to myself, wouldn't that be nice? In that moment, that's all I could think. Wouldn't that be nice?
Be real with your cat daddy for a second, okay?
Fuck off, Matt!
What?
Okay, first of all, those ravens have really, really weird calls. Okay. Listen. Number one, not gonna let you get ripped asunder, okay? Can't do that. Number two, I got plenty of fight in me for all of us. If I'm the last one standing, I'm gonna go down fucking swinging. Okay? And number three, we need you around. The group needs you around. I need you around. Because you are a very vital member of this group. We're here for a reason. And we make each other stronger. Okay? Like I noticed, hey, what, like you and Brawk, you were there for Brawk when Brawk needed it, and Brawk was there for you. And you're there for Ira when they need it. It's okay to let someone else be there for you. You got 5 of us to choose from. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you got 5 of us to choose from. So, none of those types of thoughts, all right? Because honestly, if you do it, then she wins. And what's the fun in that?
I'm fairly certain spite is all that's driving me right now.
Shit, I know that feeling.
You finish your smoke. Karina, your addiction satisfied for the moment, and as the satisfaction of it washes over you and the relaxation trickles down your spine, you are so tired. You haven't slept in at least 24 hours, and who knows how long you were actually on the train. But it feels like at least 48. And as the opium washes away your worries for just a pleasant... Oh no! Oh no, no wonder she looks so calm and still.
My thing has been like freezing for like a second at a time and then like reloading, so then it just finally crashed.
No worries, glad you're back. As you feel the drug give you just a brief respite from your worries, that's all the time it takes for the exhaustion to hit you. And she passes out into blackness.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Did you hear the last part, or were you frozen for that?
Nope.
Okay.
It died.
You get, in just like the temporary moment of relief from your worries, the exhaustion all hits you. Your bowl is finished. Nyne's cigar, excuse me. Nyne's cigar could definitely outlast your tiny bowl of opium. So, Nyne, are you going to stick out here for a little bit longer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just a little bit, yeah.
So, Karina, you finish your bowl. Do you head inside, or do you stay out here?
She'll head inside and take up her spot on the stool and just lean heavily on her knees, letting exhaustion take over while still keeping an eye on.
Well, she froze again.
As she starts to fall asleep sitting up, I'll gently be like, I think you should sleep. I think you should sleep.
Okay, take a
How about I
Benny,
wake-
Gloria, for that incredible play off of the fact that Matty froze there for a second. But
I hate you so much.
Matty,
I don't even know what happened.
do you want to finish what you were saying, though? But please take that Benny anyway, Gloria.
I just said that as it looked like you were starting to fall asleep sitting up, I want to go over and gently guide you to either their space on the bed or the floor and be like, no, you should rest. I'm taking first watch and I need somebody to take the next watch, so you should sleep. Also, I woke up Brawk, and Brawk did wake up again.
Okay. All right. She will allow Gloria to guide her to the bed and just probably pass out within a second of hitting the mattress. Just all the exhaustion and the drugs running through her body and being completely damp from standing in the rain for however long, and she'll just pass out.
Gloria.
Is Ira asleep?
Ira is asleep.
I'm gonna try to wake them up. Ira, this is just for science. I'm sorry. I know we're tired. Ira.
Is everything all right?
Yes. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, we can go back to sleep. Okay. I just woke you up.
Okay. Good night. Leaving you as the only person still awake in this room, and you know that Nyne is probably still just right out front. What do the two of you do before you actually take your rest?
Nyne at this time, because he's still out there, is reflecting on the dream he had and how much he really, really hopes that it comes true. Because the dream that he had was a possible future with Gloria. Because it's a dream. And it's like, he thinks about it, just like having a picnic and a very nicer time than what this place is. A picnic underneath like a cherry blossom tree in a park, and just enjoying listening to her ramble about her interest when it comes to science, something scientific about how the pollination of trees work and how all this goes, and just listening and just enjoying the time and space with each other. He takes a long drag, butts out the cigar, and then walks upstairs.
You head up just a few front stairs of the front porch to the front door, close the door behind you. You're dripping wet. And you leave just these ever-decreasing in size puddles behind you as the rain falls off of you. Quietly push the door open to the bedroom. The smell of cigar smoke follows Nyne as he enters in here. Exaggerated by the moisture, the humidity just makes that smell even more intense as he walks in quietly. And Nyne, you see that Gloria is the only one still awake. Hawthorne asleep in the chair, Brawk, Ira, and Karina on the bed.
You made it.
Yeah, I did. Of course, am I taking first watch, or do you need to get rest, or what?
I was thinking if I took first watch, you could fall asleep, and then I could wake you up, just to check that everything's good. I was able to wake up Brawk and Ira, so I'm reasonably confident. I'm pretty much positive it'll be fine. But then you just, after we make sure that you wake up, then you could get some rest, and then Brawk said he would take second watch, and I'll go to sleep.
All right. Okay, no problem. I trust you, and I feel like I can get some sleep with my guardian angel over me, so I'll be all right.
Don't worry. I'll watch really carefully.
All right. Nyne finds a spot close to the bed, close to where Gloria is, and just lays down and props himself up and goes to sleep. And hey, sweet dreams when you get there, okay?
Thanks. As you start going to sleep, I'll just kind of try to take out my handkerchief, and it doesn't do much because it's fall, but I'll try to brush some of the water off. Ugh, this rain. I hope it lets up.
Nyne, you roll over on this dusty bed. Just with 4 of you here, just each of you curled up into the fetal position, trying to fit. As you close your eyes, you hope that you have that dream again. You close your eyes and let sleep find you. Gloria, your watch passes uneventfully.
Wait, can I wake up Nyne?
You shake Nyne. Nyne, you wake up.
Hey, Emerald Eyes.
Hi. Okay, you can go back to sleep now. It's been 100% successful. All of you woke up. I think you're good. I think you're safe. I like impulsively just give you a hug, and I'm like, I think you're okay. You can go to sleep.
Oh, okay. Oh, you smell nice.
Here, just go back to sleep.
Brawk. Or Gloria, your watch passes uneventfully.
I'll wake up Brawk.
I got it. And then he's gonna slip down to the floor and the gun in hand.
You slide down to the ground.
I forgot to watch for anything, but I was awake and nothing came. I was just kind of watching you all. I realize now I maybe should have looked around outside the room, but I definitely didn't, Brawk. I think maybe before I go to bed, should I look with you?
No. I got it.
Okay.
And
I think I forgot like the key part of keeping watch, but I did watch you all, and nothing came in here.
That's fine. That's fine. If it's today's out there, it's
That's
not
a good
a
point.
problem.
Yeah,
Correct?
totally
Correct?
fine. You're right.
So maybe I won't go out there just to continue the trend.
Good plan. Okay.
Okay.
Wow, I'm tired. I'll go to bed.
And Brawk will sit down on the floor without checking outside with his gun on the door.
Brawk, could you please make me a spirit
Oh God.
roll?
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. We're gonna go ahead and re-roll that.
You gonna spend a
With
penny?
Yeah, I'm gonna spend that penny. Because I got a 3 and I didn't like it. Yeah, that's much better. We're gonna do an 11.
Okay, cool. You feel that dream you had was so nice. And when you slept again this time, nightmares. No pleasant dreams. You feel rested, but a part of you can't help but feel like the grays here are even more colorless now by comparison to that dream. The emptiness of this place even more hollow by contrast. Nyne, could you please roll me a spirit roll? That's a 3.
I'm gonna spend a penny. I have a thing that fucks me over with. Thank you. I got a 6 with an explosion.
Very nice. Okay. You sleep peacefully. Your dream... You know how sometimes you have lucid dreams and you feel like you can control it just a little bit. You're aware that you're dreaming. Nyne, you are aware that you are dreaming. Turbulent, unpleasant dreams of rain and fog, raven-haired woman, a mask. And even though you're aware of it and you try to force the dream back to that verdant landscape where you were having a picnic with Gloria, you simply can't conjure the image. And as Brawk sits, gun in hand, and everyone else sleeps, the camera pulls out just slowly from this room, through the ceiling, and we see seated at that hole in the ceiling, raven with blue-tinged feathers, cocks its head, flies off into the gray sky. And that's where we'll close tonight's episode. Incredible session, my friends. Jesus H. Christ, y'all are some amazing role players. I am so honored to get to tell this story with you all because you are incredible. Thank you, everyone who was here in the stream or watching later. Like I said at the top of the show, you can always listen to this episode in a couple weeks after I've finished getting it edited on Go Buff Yourself, along with a lot more things. But before we head off, first of all, don't go anywhere so that we can raid and share the love. Also, I want to give these wonderful, talented individuals an opportunity to tell you where you can find them. Matty.
Hi, I'm Matty, or Mythical Cosplays, and you can find me online under Mythical Cosplays or More Eggs Dice, where I make dice and sell them. This session was a roller coaster. Thanks, Ethan.
Definitely was. Mav.
Hey everyone, it's your favorite black guy on the internet here. You can find me here on DigitalClubhouseTV on the Twitch. You can find me tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I'm playing another episode of Lost Records, Bloomin' Rage, Take 2. Rage. We love that game. We're set in the 1995, and we're getting to find out what's going on with this small town, because there's a hole in the ground that can grant magical powers of some sort. We don't really know, but we're going to figure out what's going on, and yeah. And I'm also playing RoboCop on Saturdays.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Sally.
Hey, you guys, I'm Sally. You can find me on SallyQuinnCreations on all the social medias, of course. And, you know, we're celebrating the Star Wars month, so we're doing a Princess Leia in carbonite painting on canvas. So that's going to be interesting, so if you like that. And happy Revenge of the Sixth. And Ethan, thank you so much for this amazing D&D session.
Thank you. Anna Margaret.
Hello. This weekend I'll be at PAX East, and then the following weekend I will be in Albuquerque for the Universe's Regional. So if you're at either of those cons, come play games with me and say hi. And I just launched with some friends a TTRPG YouTube channel called Dice and Daydreams, so you can see more role-playing there. And actually, I was just saying this, Lauren and Ethan, not in this game that's starting tomorrow, but the game after that, they're in it! So starting in June, you'll have some more familiar faces in the game, so it should be super fun.
Oh, and the first one that aired was so fun. Lauren, where can people find you?
Everywhere and nowhere at all. I'm on Thousand Faces Cosplay, as well as 95% Lauren on the Instas and other socials. Also here, clearly you're here, mostly We have a con coming up. It's our 18 plus NebCon, so that's gonna be pretty exciting. That's in about a month. So we're just kind of gearing up for that. New projects. Gonna be shooting Fern on Friday. That's
so exciting.
I know. Everybody be cool. It's gonna be great. Everybody be cool. Ethan, you're great
thank you.
and wonderful, and I can be found pretty much all the places you can. Just be like, hey, poke Lauren for me. Okay, bye.
You can find my D&D and TTRPG content on pretty much anywhere as the Buff DM. Please check out Go Buff Yourself anywhere that you listen to podcasts. We would love to have your ears on it. We work very hard on it. So thank you all so much for being here for this. Let's start a raid. And until we see you next time, friends, the world is really stressful for a lot of people right now for a lot of different reasons. So please take care of yourselves. Be good to yourselves. Give yourself a break. Do something frivolous that makes you happy and don't feel ashamed about it. So love yourself. Take care of yourselves. And until we see you next time, friends, which on this channel will be Saturday for The Wild Beyond, coming back after a while off too. Until we see you then, go buff yourself, friends. Let's raid. Bye, y'all.